just before the weekend, why don't you have a look at some of the clips, some of the words of some of the Premier League managers, the stories that will make the newspapers, and also what they had to say about their game of the weekend.
I never had, I don't have, and I think I will never have doubts about the quality of that guy. He's able to play with us, it doesn't matter where. But it's not just the quality he has with the ball, it's the way he fought. He looks like skinny, looks like not strong, but he's really, really strong. And arriving the byline, cross, shoots. He's an outstanding young player. He's a huge talent. I think England has a diamond, you know, and hopefully in the future with more. I know it's not easy to play in the big clubs, you know. Few players with 18 years old can play regularly, but have to compete in a good way with David Silva, with Kevin De Bruyne, with Gundogan, with Bernardo. So it's not easy, but he's incredible in the training sessions every day. Put absolutely everything. He's patient, so he has minutes, and he will have in the future a lot. So I like because we had a lot of no pressure. We're qualified, we want to finish first. And against a German team, like it's so demanding, and he played like a man, a real man. So he played so good.
Because every single press conference we seem to wake up and it's another question about you being linked with a Real Madrid job. I just wondered if it's boring for you.
No, it's not. Look, this type of news, I think, no upset people, no boring people. I prefer that the newspaper talk about things like you are telling me that talking about Tottenham is going to sack me, or the people is tired about me, or we are in a delicate situation or difficult situation. Of course, if I need to choose one situation, I choose this one. Of course, I am not boring. Of course.
Oh, it's really much more important that people who know it much longer than I do name it. It's not my job to do. Being part of that game is pretty special, I can say that. It's a big one, and when I was back in Germany years ago, when I heard about that game, I tried everything I can to watch it. That's the truth. So, and very often it was very intense. And now I'm in for a couple of years, and it was always tight. In the European League, we were very successful against them. That was really good. In the league, I don't remember bad results too much, to be honest. But it's I don't feel that we always got the right result for the performance we had. So last year we had a very good start in the home game against us, but then we took more or less over, but couldn't get the game back, if you want. At home, a draw. Year before, I don't even remember it, but I don't think we won a lot. So we try to change that, at least. We try to change that, but it will be a very intense game.
Well, I think, obviously, Raheem Sterling has spoken out. He's in a much better position than me to speak out. But of course, racism has to go out of the game, as it does modern society. That's an ongoing battle. I think it's improved a lot since the days of growing up watching my dad's era and actually travelling with England and playing in a lot of countries where they've got a lot more work to do. But the work can't stop there. I think in a bigger picture, and there is one here, and this is not to exclude racism is part of this, but I do get disappointed with the amount of hate that goes on in the modern society and game. Some of it's social media based. It's very plausible now to say, I don't like you because of how you look, because of your sex, because of your preferences, because of your family, because of your decisions that you made in your career. I think that's something we need to look at, and that's just about decency. For me, that's just about people, taking people at face value and respecting them. And I think, as a parent, I think that's something that I hold quite dear. I go and watch my nephew play a lot, and the amount of talk that comes out of parents mouths in front of their children. This goes across every spectrum, back and forth about anything. And as I say, I'm not putting it on one thing. That is not really a good example for their child. And I'm not a perfect father, far from it, but I do take that as a responsibility, and I think we have to get back to basics across the board, and racism being part of that. But this general thing of where we can say anything about anybody and it's okay, I don't think it is okay. So I think we just need to get back to a bit of respect. And I'm not preaching, because I think we all make mistakes, but if we can work towards that, more than any campaign, more than anything, it's what we do at home.
There is more, of course, from those big names, and you'll find it on the Hayters YouTube channel. So remember, subscribe, tell everybody that we're here, they're here, and it's worthwhile watching.